work hard most of the time. Granted, it's not a real job, but hey, we work hard. So when it's time to take a few days off and get away from it all, is it too much to ask to check into a clean, comfortable, unhaunted hotel that isn't run by murderous fish people? And don't get me started on the breakfast buffet, huh? Anyway, if you're planning a getaway, you can cross these truly terrible hotels right off your list. You're welcome. Watch out for spoilers for the following games.
Alright TripAdvisor, listen up. I've been to Silent Hill, I've stayed at the Lakeview Hotel, and let me tell you, no stars. Kitchen hygiene is dangerously lax, the carpets are filthy, and the corridors are full of marauding leg monsters. The TV in my room? No reception. The air conditioning never worked, and sometimes everything was just on fire.
It's hot as hell in here.
I don't know what this Mary Sunderland is going on about, but I bet you she's been paid off by the Silent Hill Board of Tourism.
I don't know why, but I just love it here.
Also, about that lake view, don't make me laugh. The place was so foggy you couldn't view your hand in front of your face, let alone the lake out of the window. What do you mean I can't blame them for the weather? No stars, I say.
Rumor is that a personal item of a ghost may be used to draw it out or excise it from its haunt. While I don't put a lot of stock in hearsay, it's my last option. So I want you to go to the Ocean House Hotel, find an item of the spirits, and bring it back.
The Ocean House Hotel in Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines' gloomy gothic take on Santa Monica isn't likely to be cropping up in a Lonely Planet guide anytime soon. This abandoned 1950s hotel might have the striking sea views and benefit from the temperate Californian climate, but like just about everything in Vampire Bloodlines' world, it hides a dark secret. Plus, how are you supposed to get a tan when it's nighttime all the time? That issue is admittedly secondary to the fact that it's haunted by the restless ghosts of a family that were murdered in grisly fashion during the Ocean House's opening week. And the worst part, the murders happened this very night all those years ago. If you're watching on June the 5th. What follows is a creepy gauntlet of spooky happenings and remarkably effective jump scares that will rattle even the most confident, swaggering bloodsuckers. If it's enough to give the willies to a supernaturally powerful creature of the night, how do you think the Anderson family from Johnstown, Pennsylvania will enjoy their seaside vacation?
Lupino ran his racket of sex, drugs, and contract killings from a sleazy hotel in a slum block of tenements.
You're off to New York and you're trying to save money. So you've booked into the economy lodgings owned by notorious mafia underboss and budget hotelier Jack Lupino.
It was a sad old thing with flickering lamps and faded colors, cheap mobster punks and tired-eyed prostitutes.
Yeah, what he said. The booking website neglected to mention any of that stuff, or the free-roaming Valkyr addicts. This ultra-sleazy downtown flea pit couldn't even afford a H for this sign. And then there was this guy running around diving sideways, shooting in slow motion all the time. The vibrating bed with the neon heart was a nice touch for a romantic Big Apple getaway, okay, but I personally could have done without the peephole. Guys, not cool.
We're not sure what's so eco about the Eco Hotel in Quantum of Solace because to our eyes it appears to be built on a giant pile of all the world's most flammable materials, which the architects might, just might, have gotten away with were it not for the fact that they built the thing in the middle of an arid baking desert. They'd have been better off hollowing a hotel out of a giant barbecue firelighter. Just to make sure no one misses an easy opportunity to blow up the Eco Hotel, every room is equipped with its own explosive barrel hidden behind a distinctive panel. A single bullet and presto, you've got your own roaring fire. Albeit one that isn't contained within a fireplace. You know how you can never get the temperature in a hotel room exactly right? That times a million. Clearly, Bolivia's building codes aren't as stringent as we're used to either. Yes, there are fire exit signs everywhere, but they all point in different directions, all of which seem to have fire in them. And if you're thinking, wow, that is the dumbest, most video game hotel ever designed, then let me stop you right there, because the hotel is exactly as ludicrous and impractical in the movie as well. Take that, cinema snobs.
Will you be leaving soon?
This bus ain't going nowhere tonight, fella. Engine's blown, you see. Have to wait till morning.
We've heard New England is beautiful, but probably best to steer clear of Innsmouth. the decaying fishing town of Lovecraft fiction, and the place where Detective Jack Walters finds himself in Call of Cthulhu: Dark Corners of the Earth. You see, the people of Innsmouth aren't big fans of outsiders, or inquisitive detectives, or anyone who doesn't worship ancient, maddening horrors from the murky ocean depths, for that matter.
Innsmouth don't take too kindly to them from out of town.
After the bus out of town is cancelled, your lodgings for the night are at the Gillman Hotel, run by Charles Gillman, who might as well be called Dave Fish Guy.
Gillman. Charlie Gillman.
Someone should probably explain to Charlie the difference between shabby chic and dangerously dilapidated. This place is a complete dump and located in the wrong neighbourhood, because every neighbourhood in Innsmouth is the wrong neighbourhood. Still, it's full board, though that's because no one ever makes it to breakfast without being murdered in the night by angry fishmen. Definitely going to have to mark it down for that, but does it have high-speed internet?
Old Ferelden Inn is a rustic tavern located in the Reach over in the land of the Nords. It's cosy, the bathrooms are ensuite, the receptionist is full of local history knowledge. So far, so good.
In the Second Era, Tiber Septim himself led the army that conquered Old Ferelden from the barbarians of the Reach.
As far as gimmicks go, though, this hotel has a pretty far-fetched claim to fame.
And this inn has the very bed the great general slept in on his first night as Old Ferelden's liberator.
Sure, and I've got some swampland in Hjalmarch to sell you. Still, if you're game, you can pay to sleep in this piece of Skyrim history.
As good as it was hundreds of years ago.
Did it not have a door hundreds of years ago either? And a mattress made of straw. I paid 10 gold for this. Oh well, if it's good enough for the mighty Emperor Septim, it's good enough for me. However, and this is why you might want to steer clear of the Old Ferelden Inn on your scenic tour of Skyrim, it turns out they weren't fibbing and Tiber Septim did sleep here after a great victory, but the brochure totally didn't relate how it is now totally haunted.
There's a ghost just wandering around my inn like it owned the place.
Good luck getting a restful night's sleep with all the screaming. And what with the confused ghost of Septim's dead warrior bro, who thinks you are Tiber Septim himself because you were sleeping in his bed, even if you're a cat person or a lizard person.
Give me your sword, Hjalti, that we may become brothers, as you promised.
Do I look like Tiber Septim, you dumb ghost? Also, why are you eating bread?
I've been waiting for you, Hjalti.
I am Griswold, last of the good soups and proprietor of this hotel. You may have heard of us and our soup restaurant resort empire that stretches across the Caribbean.
If you wind up on Blood Island in Curse of Monkey Island, you'll find that your accommodation options are limited. There's the graveyard, which is out because creepy, your ship, which is out because of all the singing pirates.
Stop, stop, stop! The brass is wood for polish and the deck is wood for mop.
Right, that's them. Your only real option is the Good Soup Plantation Resort Hotel and Casino, which is way less nice than it sounds. For a start, good luck getting the guy at the front desk to notice you thanks to a raging hangover.
Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood and I'm...
Stop yelling.
I wasn't yelling, I was just...
I've got a terrible hangover. Find something to clear my head and I can talk to you.
Terrible customer service. There is a fortune teller in the lobby though, might be good for a bit of local colour.
You know, I could put a curse on you that would make every morsel of food you eat become a ravenous cockroach inside your intestines.
Well, the less said about the cocktails, the better.
It's a delicious taste of the islands, made with lemon, grapefruit, and ground beef.
All I can say is the rooms had better be nice. Look, I can live without a welcome mint on my pillow, but when there's an entire human corpse in my bed, I think it's time to have a word with housekeeping.
This was once our proudest resort. In recent years, however, hard times have befallen the family Good Soup.
Yeah, on balance, I think I'm going to go with the graveyard.
Rest in peace and all that.
Hey! Those were the hotels for which we wrote our longest, angriest TripAdvisor reviews. Thanks for watching, travel fans, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Outside Xbox for more helpful travel tips. Alright, Right, while I've got you here, I would like to recommend you personally some more Outside Xbox videos. Down here in this frame, we've got Show of the Week. Many episodes by now, well over 100 odd episodes of Show of the Week, so you can watch them all the way back to, oh God, like 2014. And down here, we've got a playlist of all the features that are like this one. So lists, more of the lists of lists in this playlist here.
How many stars would you give them on TripAdvisor?
3.5.
3.5?
3.5.
Oh man.
Pretty solid.
We need to, that's,
No breakfast buffet.
Pick up the quality.
do better.
Yeah, you do.
This is, oh.